Good morning! Day 2 on the Camino de Santiago begins. Today I'm going from Roncesvalles to Zubiri, and I'm not traveling alone. The little mouse that connects me with my boys is with me too, of course. There were very few pilgrims in the monastery, so I hardly see anyone when I set off at around 7:30 on March 17, 2023. I just go for it. I haven't reserved anything. To be honest, I don't even know exactly where to go. I just rely on the fact that there are enough Camino signs somewhere to guide me on the way. Ah, look, there's a map. But you know what we haven't done yet? I haven't really looked back on yesterday. Let's do that right away. Day 1 on the Camino is behind me. I didn't have time for a recap video yesterday. I was tired, wanted to sleep and also eat something. It started in Saint Jean and I was told from all sides that it was not so good to take the route Napoleon and that you should walk along the road in the valley instead. I then said to myself, okay, then I'll look for a middle route, because I didn't want to walk along the main road, too many cars. And I found this middle route, but at some point it was only uphill. And as it got steeper and steeper, I just thought, I'm for making it look like the Netherlands. I would love that. Everywhere in Europe should be like the Netherlands. If necessary, I'll start a lobby work so that the EU will flatten everything that looks like a mountain. Who needs mountains? Then at some point, I was at the top. Buen camino. See you. And I was completely alone. There was no one there. Somehow it occurred to me that I could live with the steeper parts because you can take breaks. My water supply of 2 liters was also enough. I used it completely. When I reached the top, there was no longer a protective rock wall. There was a wind blowing across the plain that was absolutely unbelievable. I've never experienced a wind like that before. Then I moved about like this. You see, centimeter for centimeter, like a snail. When rocks appeared again to my left, or rocks that were big enough, I immediately used that to seek shelter and catch my breath for a few minutes. I'd sometimes just drop behind a boulder. Fortunately, I had no pain in my legs or feet, but my shoulders, they hurt. I smeared them with tiger balm today. That was worth its weight in gold. At some point, I came to the French-Spanish border, and there was water. I could drink water at last. And then I reached the monastery. And who greeted me there? 2 lively Dutchmen. Had my wishes been granted? Had they already been sent to flatten the mountains? I didn't ask them. They immediately spoke to me in German, showed me everything, and I got a stamp. Everything there is furnished in a modern way. Unfortunately, I missed the church service. There was no evening meal either. Well, I went to church briefly in Saint Jean. I got my blessings there, I hope. One thing that could really be improved is the flushing of the toilet. First of all, I had the feeling that all the men shared one toilet. And then And when one is there, the light goes out. Why? Why is that? And when the pilgrims go to the top toilet at night and flush it, it's a huge crash. It sounds like a horde of orcs demolishing a house next door. It's such a noise, unbelievable. This morning around 5 I was woken up by a group of Koreans, all possibly using the toilet at the same time, I don't know. It was loud. Then I thought I'd probably leave a bit earlier. Yesterday I left very late. Today should be different, but I left shortly after 7. Anyway, now it's time to move on. Today is day 2. I'm going to Zubiri, maybe also to La Suava. Let's see where my feet take me. And I didn't have any coffee this morning. That's why I'm going to make a stop right away. Eat something and drink coffee. Thanks for watching. And see you at the review tonight. See you then. And don't forget, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and activate the bell. Let's go.
Jetzt geht's weiter.
Finally at Burgette, the next little village, I found a small restaurant. I went in and, with a proud chest, I ordered a traditional Spanish breakfast. The lady behind the counter looked at me wordlessly for quite a while. Then she took a plate from the display case, put a croissant on it, pushed it over to me and said, "There you are. Thank you. Now listen to this sound. That's what a really good morning sounds like." I continued through the town, and then the path led through an open country and then into a forest. The wind was a constant, still quite harsh companion. Monsters! Nasty ones! Oh my god! Are they? Are they? I'm not ready to go yet! Get out of here! Calm down, Sebastian. They are not fighting bulls for the arena. You may be near Pamplona. That doesn't mean every cliché has to be served.
Ja.
I'm now in Espinal. The nearest supermarket is a 1 hour and 50-minute walk away. But I need something to drink. I need an apple spritzer now. I found a restaurant. If they don't have that, they have something else. And that's what I'll have. Okay, there's a lot here. But you know what? Just give me an apple spritzer. I'm standing here at a well-known point on the Camino, which I'm sure many of you know from videos. If I show you, you will surely recognize the place. I had to go over there, and I did it. And now I'm going on to Zubiri.
Camino.
It's really nice here. The weather is good. But shall I tell you something? I'm thirsty again. And I'm also a bit hungry. So it's noon. Time for a little rest. I've still got about 3 hours to go. Need to pick up the pace a bit. I've been filming a lot. Now I've just been to the supermarket, bought some fruits and Something like this, lemonade. I don't care if it tastes good. It's definitely cold, that's what I need. And of course, I fill up the water supply. The bench is wide enough for me with my backpack. And there we go later. My banana fell down. After I got over this shock, it became clear to me once again. Everyone who tells you that after the Pyrenees there's only flat country is pulling your leg. Come to Spain, they said. Spend a few quiet days. Only the first day is difficult. From the second day on, it's all downhill, all the same level. Dude.
Am Arsch, Digga, am Arsch.
What do I take with me from day 2? Unlike hiking, pilgrimage is something you realize very quickly. What is behind you is behind you. You leave everything behind you. And before you lies an unknown land, an adventure. The path before you is new and feels new. And as soon as you move on, that what was new lies behind you. And that's where it will stay. That was my wisdom quote for the day. Thank you very much for listening. A break is a must. And if you're going to take a break, why not in a place like this? Alright then, just one more short stretch. Then we'll be at today's destination. We'll make it. Let's go. I am in Zubiri. And this is where I'm staying. I'm going to look for an albergue and then take a shower, do my laundry, eat something and relax. I crossed the bridge and rang the bell directly on the other side at the albergue Rio Agra. And you wouldn't guess it. It was almost completely full. Except for one bed. One last bed was still free. And that's what I got. I mention this here because it was like a door opener of fate. I was supposed to meet people on this albergue who would accompany me for a long time. People who would grow on me. If I hadn't been given this last bed, I wouldn't have met them that day. The Camino gently unfolds its spirit. Arrived at the albergue, I made it here, got the last bed, there were no more. And as you can see, it's wash day. Hey, I made it to Zubiri. I originally wanted to work further, but then it was a time problem. I've learned that now. You can't take on too much, and if you do, you have to start early. After all, I didn't leave until 7:30. I should have left at 6, but that's not bad at all, because I met very nice people here, and I actually got the last place in this albergue. Let me show you the panoramic view here, like this. River. Rich. Landscape. Nice. That's up there where I came from. And that's where we are going tomorrow. And now the room. It looks very good. Here's the shower. I went straight up, took a shower before checking in. The owner was already looking for me. Where's the guy who just arrived here? And the Americans here just said, he's taking a long shower. I share the room with Glenn, Mike and Steven. They just told me that it's St. Patrick's Day today, and that's why we are all going to meet in a restaurant later on and have a drink. This is my bed up here. Yes, it was a nice tour today. It was always uphill, then downhill again. Through the forest, through the small villages. Sometimes there were points that offered a really nice view, and the weather was all good. Yesterday was very exhausting for me. I thought I'd stay just in Zubiri now and rest. It was nice, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Now I'm going to go into town, have a look around, and of course eat something. And then it's off to bed pretty early, I think. I have a feeling that I need sleep. Tomorrow I'm off to Pamplona. I've already been told all the beds in Pamplona are full. All the hostels are fully booked. Why is that? It's the weekend, and all the locals go to the cities to party. That's typical here. That's of course a bit of a disadvantage for us pilgrims, but I took the precaution of booking a bed in an albergue in a suburb of Pamplona. Yeah, when I look at it, the route tomorrow isn't that long. Maybe only 3 hours of walking. That means I'll have plenty of time to make videos. Or I'll just take a break the whole time. We'll see. I'm off for today. I'm going to get something to eat. See you tomorrow. The Americans told me they were at a restaurant at the end of the town. I have now walked another 11 minutes. If the food doesn't taste good, I don't know what I'm doing. Then I just drink wine. You know, you always need a plan B. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like, thumbs up and a subscription if you enjoyed it. The food was really good. It's time for me to fall into bed now. You want to know something? Tonight I felt my feet for the first time. And for quite a long time. Until I finally found a very good sleep. See you tomorrow.